So this is one of those things that you put off purchasing for a long time, and when you finally get one, you think, wow, why didn't I get that so much sooner? It is just the most handy thing I have ever used for simple electronics. I guess that's why they call them the helping hands. So let's break this down. You have two long arms and two short arms, plus an LED ring light and magnifier, and then four of these little pointed metal ends. So you start with your base plate, which is solid metal. Nice bit of weight to it, so it's not going to tip over. Here's a rough idea how large it is compared to my hands. So it's a good 2 hands, I suppose. But you can see the measurements online, of course. But you never really know until you get it in person. And then these things, say you want to work on a PC board. So here's a Raspberry Pi, and of course there are mounting holes, screw holes. So you position those so they sit just like that. So you place them where you're going to need them, underneath, just like so. And then you have a good solid base to work on, and you don't have to worry about damaging anything underneath. So you can work to your heart's content. Absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, you're going to want to use this. Now, these all have really solid magnets underneath. Really solid. Like, more solid than I was expecting. Once they attach, they are attached. You don't have to hold on to the base anymore. You can wiggle this in any which way you want, and you're not going to pull it off the board, which is really, really cool. So you bend these to where you need them. I don't know if I can get the camera to see what I'm seeing. Probably not without a bit of effort. But the cable that you can see coming off this is just a standard USB cable. And then you have this switch where you can turn the light on and up and down and change color temperature. So if I plug this into, just a second, I'll plug this into a power source. And then switch it on. You can see that the light comes on. And you can turn it up or down. I don't know if that's going to show very well on camera. And then different color temperatures. So maybe if I shine the light down here, there you can see the different color temperatures. If I lift up the whole board, it might be a bit easier. So I'll turn the light right up and then change color temperatures. So that's really handy, because everybody has their opinions on what color LED light is the best. Some like the cool white stuff, and me personally, I like the yellows. So yeah, that's one handy thing. When I say I plugged it into a power source, I literally just plugged that into an empty port on my PC, so it can be powered very easily off any USB source. And then we have these hands. So there's two short hands. I mean, these bend a crazy amount. This is metal, not plastic. Solid magnet like the others. And then we have these alligator clamps that are covered in, I wouldn't say rubber, it's covered in like heat shrink sort of material, which is great because it's easy to replace. If it ever wears through, you just whack some more heat shrink on and you're good to go. And these can come out, oh, that's quite tight, but they can come out by undoing that screw there, and you can swap them out with others if they ever break, which is really handy. It means you don't have to buy a whole new arm. So you have small arms and you have long arms. And then these are really handy if, let's say, you have a piece of wire or you're soldering wire to a board or soldering 2 wires together. I'll just grab a couple bits of scrap wire I had here. So you can just pop them into place like that, and then you position them where you need them, and then solder away. Really, really handy. Such a cool thing. I'll do it at a better angle so you can see. But yeah, you can move them to wherever you're going to want them, and then solder. Helping hands. Really, really helpful. Absolutely love them. And I really wish I had bought something like this a lot sooner. So I really don't think you'll be disappointed. Enjoy!